Yo, 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 yo. What's good? What's good? This your boy, DJ Cree, coming back with another video, man. I'm gonna be honest with you. I got a lot to talk about, and some of it already has been talked about by DJ Academics, but we gonna go all the way in. I don't care what nobody say. We finna go all the way in today. Thank you for the new people who've been subscribing. It means a lot because this is not the easiest thing to do, and sometimes your opinions get twisted, and sometimes you don't say everything you want to say within one video, but it is what it is, you know what I'm saying, on these streams. So I'm gonna get to the first little bit tidbit because I got a lot to talk about, and there's some stuff I really want to talk about that I know is gonna get some attention. All right, your boy Riggedy Ross responds to 50 Cent for trolling him about opening up to Bow Wow on a Millennium Tour, allegedly for 30K. All right, here we go.
Know that they say I was the only person that fucked 50 Cent up. I ain't know that. I'm gonna be honest. Tony Yayo told 50 Cent himself. Y'all could Google it. Tony Yayo said, I wouldn't do that if I was, cause Tony Yayo know them niggas ain't got no money. Come on, man. Look at Tony Yayo and Auntie Murder nigga. Them niggas need facials. Oh, niggas whose skin ain't even right, boy. But look, 50. Boy, I see you struggling making that G-Unit film studio out there in Louisiana where that cheapest land at. You thought you was going to be able to do it. You thought you was going to be able to get them loans. And it ain't. What's wrong? What's taking so long? I know you want to make your mama one of them walking stars thing put down there. Fuck how your mama live. Nigga, make her own walking star. Let me get one of them Bel Air bottles to hold up on these niggas. Man, you heard what I just said? Them niggas skin bad, man. You see that nigga Auntie Murder? Nigga ain't never killed nothing. But that nigga need a facial so bad. When I be seeing them black and know that they heads on them niggas' skin, damn, them niggas doing bad. And 50, stop. You left your last hole because of something they said had to do with me. Don't leave Tony Yayo that. Come on, don't leave Louisiana. Don't quit like that because you showed niggas the picture of how you wanted it to look. We call it renderings. You had the renderings, then you try to go get them loans and ain't nobody loan you that money. You ain't even built the G-Unit studio yet. That might be why when I stood next to Meech, your knees buckle. Your knees buckle. Put your back against the wall. Po nigga. You po hustler.
I don't know. Now, I'm gonna be honest with you. We know 50 ain't Po, but that is hilarious. That's a good take. Rick Ross actually had a good take. That is hilarious. But this is when 50 was like, no, so nobody noticed this fool is opening up for Bow Wow 30K a night, trying to sell wings and car show tickets. He said, okay, I didn't notice either. I will be honest, like, this is gonna go on for the rest of their life. And thankfully, Rick Ross is a person, especially you from the South, you know about joning. You know what I'm saying? You know about joking around. You know about, having one-liners. You know about, like, being able to snap, being able to get back at them. So that's the only kryptonite to somebody like 50. If somebody is just as witty, might not have as much money or influence, but just as witty. And I think Rick Ross is witty. You know what I'm saying? I think he's funny. Not as funny as 50 sometimes, but he definitely, you could tell that Rick Ross been around the block and was able to Jones, was able to snap, was able to do what he had to do. So I commend him on that. I ain't gonna lie to you. It ain't that many people that can say something and, they be on 50's side, but then when he say something, people like, oh, okay, I'm paying attention because they know it's gonna be good content. They know Rick Ross gonna say something that's gonna make you be like, oh man. But they everybody rich though. Everybody rich, so it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Everybody rich, everybody getting money. So, you know, maybe this is water under a bridge. Maybe it's entertainment. Maybe I don't know. But it seems like this beef will never, ever end. What's up, everybody that's tuning in? I cannot see you right now. I still ain't figured out how to do this chat right. This chat it be messing up, but I can see when people pop in. So just letting y'all know that. But at the end of the day, I wish if 50 Cent and Rick Ross would have never got into this in the first place, because I know they would have had some great music. I know Rick Ross is the type of artist that will bring other artists great content, great music, great ideas. That's one thing I can't say about Rick Ross. He may not be the best rapper in the world, but he has a great ear for putting together music. You know what I'm saying? Sonically and beats and things like that. You know, even hooks. He's really good on the hooks too. You know what I mean? But it is what it is. You know, these guys chose their destiny, chose what they were gonna do. So we have to just look at it like it is what it is. And I'm going on to the next story, man, because this is the actual story that I want to get to. Anyway, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna go ahead and bust it out because we got a lot to talk about. Your boy Andrew Schultz, man, probably one of the funniest new millennium comedians, in my opinion. But he has said some disparaging things. One about black women, about black people, and black Twitter. I'm gonna be honest with you. They have been killing him, and they've been killing Shannon Sharpe for letting him on the platform. But let's check out what some of the stuff that Andrew Schultz had to say. Here we go.
I say the craziest shit to the people I love the most. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like if me and you are like friends and you're not kind of roasting me or clowning me a little bit, I don't really trust you.
Really?
Yeah. I'm like, what's up with this cornball who hasn't said something up to me? Like, what is he plotting? What does he want?
You got black friends like that?
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, that's how you build a relationship with people.
Nah, we gonna have to give her some years. We ain't gonna be judged.
Oh, I always say, like, you know, with black people, like, if a white dude isn't like a little racist around you, then you shouldn't trust him.
Yeah.
If he's not a little racist around you, you can't, because what is he thinking? He's thinking way more racist over here. They gotta be a little like,
yeah, but he gotta keep that to himself, Andrew.
No, you gotta let a little out. Just a little out, just to know that you're
safe. Then I got to lay him out.
No, you don't have to fight. You don't have to fight. That would, you know, reward a stereotype.
See? Yeah.
No, you gotta be a little racist to him. What's your manager or lawyer or agent?
Jewish.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. Nah, I don't. No, hell no. I'm not uncancelable. I'm not uncancelable. I don't fool around with that.
No jokes about that?
No.
Not at all? Nothing?
No.
Let's give him a call.
Nah, hell no.
What is it, Friday? They're about to turn the phones off.
Hey, babe, they won't be taking no calls, man. I'm shutting it down.
Oh, they'll take a call if you got something to sell.
But you do realize, like, sometimes that in history, stereotypes have impacted people, a certain group of people, in a negative way.
Thanks.
Yeah. If it's a negative stereotype, yeah.
Yeah. But you go into that sometimes. You don't like, you know what,
Yeah, I mean, I think intention is everything. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, I think my intention is to, like, bring joy and make people laugh. So that's what I do.
But you do realize that intent only matters to you. The group that you're talking about is still equally as offended.
If they're offended.
Right.
I think a lot of times we assume that people don't like humor.
Okay.
But I think for the most part, Americans like to laugh. And we like to laugh at each other.
Okay.
So I bank on Americans having a sense of humor.
Okay.
Over them not having a sense of humor 100% of the time. Because we're not a humorless culture. There are cultures that are humorless and they don't get you. But part of America, like, we love laughing at. And like, when you look at the audiences at my shows, I would be like concerned if I was in your situation, if it was just like all white people
Right.
and we're just laughing at minorities.
Right.
That'd be weird.
Right.
But when you look at it and it looks like the UN, to me, it's like
smorgasbord,
it's the proof in the pudding.
Right.
It's like, oh wow, these people actually enjoy seeing this, and they don't like Karens telling them what they should or shouldn't laugh at. Most people that I see policing jokes are like some white guy on NPR from Maine who's never had a minority friend who's like, white people should not be doing this. And then minorities are too sensitive. We cannot make a joke about them at all. Their feelings get hurt. They're so weak. And it's like, to me, that's racist. It's racist that you assume that they can't take jokes.
Right.
Like, all the minorities I grew up with, we were, giving each other dozens nonstop. It was just a normal thing for us to do. So that's my experience.
Let me ask you this. Have you told a joke on stage and you look around and you see people that look like you waiting around to see who else laughed before they laugh?
Bro, you know what? White people do that if you tell a black joke and there's a black person there. They'll go like this, or like, they'll be like, is the black guy laughing? They'll be like, that shit is funny. Isn't it funny? Like, so white people will do that. They're more polite, but non-white people, like minorities, they laugh at everybody. They usually don't give a
Yeah.
Like, they're not concerned. They're laughing. White people are a little bit more concerned. They want to make sure. They want to be like, okay.
Yeah, we laughing.
You're laughing. That's what now we're on the same page. Before you acted like you're not laughing.
No. I'm gonna laugh, but my thing, I was saying that if somebody told me, I give you a prime example. There was a guy, his name was Fred Shimizu. He worked on Camera 3 when I was at CBS. And I used to call him Ichiro, which means firstborn in Japanese.
Was he Japanese?
He was.
Did you know that for a fact, or you were guessing?
I would know that for a fact.
Okay.
So
if you want to guess, just go Chinese. There's way more.
No. He was Japanese. And one day, his sister passed, but his sister was the firstborn. So he comes to me. Yeah. He say, Shannon, I know you've been calling me Ichiro for like the past 6 or 7.
All right, you know what? I'm gonna stop it right here because that clip was way too long. It was longer than I expected. But the fact that I'm gonna preface this. I like Andrew Schultz comedy. I like his style of comedy. Now, to give y'all a little bit of, to keep y'all up to date, Andrew Schultz is one of those type of comedians. He's one of those. He's a pop culture comedian. He's in and now. He researches people's cultures and then makes jokes about it. Now, if you're not into that type of comedy, you will find people like Andrew Schultz offensive. But that's not to say that Black Twitter was okay with that. Because I'm about to play y'all some Black Twitter. I'm about to go here and we about to look at some of these concerns. Here we go. Dude says, yeah, try that blank if you want to. Everybody is not Charlemagne and let you disrespect them to their face, friend or not. Something people don't play about is the racial one. Yep. I agree. Even let's see. We got my son, the general, saying this is dumb. Then somebody up under would say, oh, heck no, for me, but I know my opinion don't matter. But you see what I'm saying though? Like people are definitely not feeling the Andrew Schultz vibe right now. This guy says, I'm gonna keep it 100. This dude is not funny. And this is just some of the comments, man. I was scrolling through the comments. I thought more people would be like, oh man, Andrew Schultz, he's very funny. But no, I was surprised. I was very surprised. It's you can see the regret. You can see the regret in Unk's eyes as the interview goes on. He says he's admitting something to us. Listen. Okay, let's see. It said, y'all so soft in here. I see why comedy is a dying genre of entertainment. Somebody says some or so woke you can't take a joke. Bro literally has a podcast with Charlemagne and they talk about everything and bag on each other. And y'all still here and be like, he's showing us his true self. Like, bro. Here's some people saying, you know what I'm saying, the sensitivity is comment. You can joke and make fun of your friends without being racist, my dude. That is true. That is very true. But you see some of the things that Andrew Schultz was going through. I'm gonna play some more because I don't know why people ain't feeling them. But maybe this is a reason why, because he's gonna talk about Kendrick Lamar. Y'all check this out.
He said we don't let no white comedians talk.
He said,
about
"Don't let no white comedians talk about no black woman." That's law. Yeah,
that's law.
Yeah. You're right. What's my opinion on it?
Yeah.
That wasn't even the line that really bothered me. It was the next one that bothered me.
What did he say?
He's like, to the N-words that coon and the N-words being groomed, slide on both of them. Mm-hmm. And a lot of people interpreted that as he was talking to Charlemagne and Alex Media, who I do the podcast with.
Yeah.
Now, to me, the word slide has implications of violence.
Yes.
So if you are calling violence on my friends,
Right.
you're going to probably hear something back from me.
Right.
That's just, I care deeply about these people. And, you're the biggest rapper in the world, and, you never know what your fans might do.
So you do have two black friends, huh?
I don't call them friends because they're black.
Black
but if they
friends.
were white, I would call them friends. Yeah.
Okay. So you do have two black people that you. But even 50, like your joke, 50, like, hold on, bro, come on now, you.
Yeah, 50's the man, dude. 50's the fucking man. That 50's the king of this shit. Like, I would love to see how he would have handled it. Any type of beef or anything like that.
But people call your friends on the internet, they say they yes men. They say they just agree with whatever you say, they go along with it, key.
Yeah.
And they don't hold you accountable for some of the stuff that you say.
Who?
Hold on. I will say this. That's not true. Because I watched his podcast and everything. And Alex Media, actually, the dude down there, actually in the hat, Alex Media actually pushes back. Now he don't push back as he doesn't push back as much as he used to, but Alex Media was the one pushing back on racism, on him talking about black women and stuff like that. Alex 100%. I think Alex realizes at this point, some of that stuff you have to let fly for entertainment purposes and let it do what it do. But Alex Media does push back. So I don't want nobody to think that Alex Media don't say what he needs to say as far as, black people and stuff like that. And Charlemagne for years was pushing back on Andrew Schultz because Andrew Schultz was trying to do the right leaning type of stuff, and Charlemagne was really guiding him and helping him, before he starts speaking stupid stuff, to let him know what he was saying and how he was saying it. So I disagree with that statement. That's not a real statement.
I mean, they got to upset. What'd you say, Alex Media?
Who? Yeah, Alex Media?
Yeah. I'm saying that's what the internet say. That's what your friends are. Your friends are yes men.
Which friends? I
guess your black friends. You only got two, Charlemagne and Alex.
First of all, I don't have black friends.
Okay,
I have friends.
Okay, that happen to be black.
Some of them happen to be black. Yeah. I don't categorize them unless they're Jews, and then I categorize.
You only got two though.
But the Jews are just my Jewish friends. Everyone else is just friends.
Okay.
Yeah.
But okay, let me ask you this. So who you taking the beef? Drake or Kendrick?
Oh, I mean, Kendrick won. It's not even a question, right? Like,
he won?
Of course he won. Of course he won.
I thought you was going to go the other way because y'all had a little friction.
No, I'm still objective.
Right.
Like, I prefer Drake's music, of course.
Really?
So does, so does the rest of the world. There's data that backs that. Like, he's the most listened to. It's not even a question. But in terms of who won it, I think you can't be, like, emotional about these kind of things. Like, yeah, he won it. Kendrick is really good.
He is.
He's really good.
The wordplay he was on point now.
Yeah, and Drake is really good.
Yes.
It's actually really cool to see that happen. It's very rare
Right.
that you get to see two people at the best of their ability go at it.
Right.
So, yeah.
He said, we don't let no white comedians talk about
He said, don't let no white comedian.
All right. But I think overall, white comedians need to understand that if we give you a pass, we're giving you a pass, but that pass could be taken away depending on the temperature of the room. Sometimes you have to know, you have to read the room, Andrew Shultz. And I like Andrew Shultz, and I'm not here to bag on Andrew Shultz or anything like that, but some things are called for you. Some things you really have to watch. And I think black people will determine if you can talk about black people. So you have to listen to that. You really do. Just like when people talk about Jewish people and the whole Jewish community come after them, you can't be mad when a community come after you if they collectively don't rock with you. And that's just is what it is. But I'm gonna read some of these comments over here real quick. This dude say, okay, after this, you got to bring in Dr. Umar to reset your show, Unc. You losing us. See, this is what I'm talking about. Like, everybody is going in on Club Shay Shay, man. I don't know what's going on. DJ Pooh says, cornball. These are crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like, they are killing Shannon Sharpe show, Club Shay Shay. He said he went from Unc to Uncle Ruckus within a week. Then this dude says, I want to remind y'all that Kendrick Lamar, aka Kendrick Lamar, never said his name. And I'm gonna read one more just so y'all know. This one is Amber Rose. It says Amber Rose. Now this guy, the F is going on in Club Shay Shay. Let me go one more. Maybe this is just my algorithm. It said y'all got that white guy feeling too comfortable speaking on us. I mean, but y'all see these comments. It just seems like, everybody has an opinion. It's more people, not really flaming up Club Shay Shay right now. Then this dude says, these comments are wild. Ninjas be so sensitive. Nobody is safe when it comes to these jokes. And this man can interview whoever the F he wants. And I agree, man. It's like, we need prominent platforms like, Shannon Sharpe show. And y'all forget Shannon Sharpe was doing his thing for a minute. And then when Cat got in, it blew it up. It just is what it is. And Andrew Schultz don't need to apologize, but I definitely think he needs to read a room when it comes to black people, black comedy. And I'm gonna be honest with you, he's not the funniest when he does interviews. His comedy is hilarious, but him as a regular, just even his podcast, sometimes he don't really be all that funny, but he is funny on stage. I will say that. So if you're into like that type of comedy, I say look him up, but Andrew Schultz, you got to read the room, dog. You got to read the room, my dog. I don't know what's going on with everybody bagging on Andrew Schultz, but this is a real thing right now. It's a real thing right now. All right, next up, what we got? We got Ish, you know what I'm saying, from the Joe Budden podcast. We got a clip from the Joe Budden podcast. And we got your boy Jim Jones talk about why people down south have it easy in life compared to New Yorkers. Oh man, I don't know if I'm ready to hear this. And I just saw this, so here we go.
South, they be homeowners down south. Even if it's a trailer, it's theirs. They own the land. They own it. Shit might cost 40 grand. Them niggas don't got no 30 story projects down south. My family from Roanoke, them niggas projects is one level.
Yeah, they got dirt roads.
Yeah, dirt
houses on the side, all the new.
So it's different. That's a good point.
It's a way different landscape. You know what I mean? Like it's all real estate down there. That's all it is. And there's not a lot of renting when you down there. Everybody own their house.
Cost of living so cheap too.
Grandfathered in, yeah. Like
niggas mortgage be $700. That's Section 8 rent.
I heard you talking recently about the worth of your catalog.
Down south,
person that told me, you dig, like I'm making $50,000-$60,000 a show, $100,000 a show at the height of my shit. I could have been buying houses
per show.
You dig, and that's the advantage that a lot of South artists have on us also. But that's because they didn't grow up in the big city, so dormant, and everybody stacked on top of each other. They grew up in houses, so all they know is how to buy houses or the deed. Your name signed on the deed. If your grandmother loses house, that's your house. So that's in, you know what I mean? That's in they.
And they don't be no projects like that down south.
No, nothing is houses.
It ain't no
so
projects
they learn the financial literacy because it's there
by default.
Yes,
by default.
You know what I mean? So it's like they have a big event. We didn't. We grew up in the projects. We grew up hustling and learned how to buy fly sneakers. Person that told me you did.
Nah. The way it go. First of all, there are tons of projects in the South. Right now, it's just projects in the South have been gentrified and turned into condos. That's what they're doing to the projects down here. Second of all, yes, every blue moon you have a great grandmama or something that inherited a house or some land, but that was from slavery, yo. What are y'all talking about? The people who grew up in the 80s and 90s grew up in the projects, my dog. The same projects that y'all grew up in, except y'all was higher because y'all wanted to live on top of each other like rats. Like, you know what I'm saying? We lived in apartments, 1, 2, maybe 3-story high projects, but that was it. We lived in the same conditions, except I will say this, in New York, everything is smushed together. Everything is smushed together. Streets are smushed, everything's smushed. In the South, it's wider, it's more land. It's just because of slavery. You had to have a big house, plantation. You had to have a lot of land for the slaves to work. Come on, what are we saying here? The people in the city in the South live like any other city person. It just is what it is. We all didn't grow up in houses. Most of us live in we say apartments or apartments, however you want to pronounce it. But a lot of us lived in the projects or the apartments. They were right by the projects or across the street or down around the corner. That's what we did. We lived in neighborhoods. We didn't start getting houses into the white people moved out of the cities and moved out of the outskirts, and they start moving more north and more east and more west, like from the city. That's when we start buying houses and stuff. So around the 90s, that's when people start really getting a lot of houses. Yes, some people did inherit land, property, and all that, but that's not everybody lived like that. Not everybody lived like that. So I just want to make that straight. This is straight BS. A lot of us lived in the projects, lived in the hoods and stuff like that. That's why we where we are. The only difference is we had to self-start everything. That's why we became the people that we are. From the music, we didn't have big outlets for music, so we created our own. All the things that you think we got gifted, we hustled that up because we didn't have the outlet to do it. You know what I mean? So I think this is kind of ignorant. It's the same stereotypical craziness that New York does to people in the South. You know what I'm saying? It's the same thing. No, we most city dudes are street dudes. They city dudes, they street dudes, they hood dudes. But it just goes to show you, the New York bias. I again, I don't know why we have a New York bias still. It's that's kind of frustrating. But it is what it is. Hustling ain't no different no matter where you at. It's just what you do when you with whatever you have. You know what I mean? Some of us grew up in a project. Some of us grew up in an apartment. Some of us grew up in Section 8 housing. Some of us grew up in regular houses. Some of us had the luxury of having some money and well off. That's everywhere. It's not just New York. We did. Like, come on, yo. But it is what it is. I'm going to the next story because I sometimes this stuff make you want to say something that you shouldn't say. You know what I mean? But I think that's pretty ignorant. That's pretty ignorant, though. That's pretty ignorant to say. I'm surprised. I'm surprised Ish said that. But I will say this: most people from New York who have family that lives down south do live sort of like that. What they're talking about, but that's not the typical South living for people who grew up. You know what I'm saying? So I will say that much. That's probably some stuff they have seen and witnessed for themselves, but that's not the story of the South in whole. Because a lot of us didn't have nothing. A lot of us lived in the projects. But here we go. We're gonna go to the next one because that's shit, boy. Ugh. We got your girl Jess Hilarious says Shaq is living like Neo. He got 4 white beeps with big booties living there. Craziness. Here we go. I can't believe she's snitching on him. Here we go.
Quick random observation. I'm at Shaq house yesterday, right?
Yo.
And
she said yesterday.
Yo, this man is living like Neo. He got 4 white bitches, big booties, and then like one is in the kitchen cleaning, the other one is in the basement.
Shaq,
4.
Shaquille O'Neal?
Yeah, I mean I don't know another Shaq,
Right?
But yes,
he be down in Atlanta.
Guess what, Jeff?
Yeah, he got a house in Atlanta.
And he got 4 wives.
4 white women.
Yeah, I can't believe this. She is dry snitching, like not even dry snitching. She's regular snitching. Just hilarious. That's why people don't like you.
I want you to say this?
Yes. You'll never get invited to his house.
I don't give a hot goddamn.
What happened at the house yesterday that makes you never want to go back there again that you told the story?
No. I don't know. I don't know if I'm gonna go back or not. But man, when I seen 2 of them was bad. The other ones they were getting there. But I couldn't believe
getting there.
4 white women. No, I mean like the other 2 of them was like beautiful, bad. I'm like, okay, all right, Shaq, I see what you're doing. Then I seen the other 2 come out the back, and I was like, oh, all right, they getting there. They need a little bit more work.
Why you ain't DM Dr. Umar and report this?
Because Dr. Umar got something of his own that he going on right now. He going through right now. So I chose to leave that brother alone. But man, I could not believe.
So stay nice.
Man, that is wild work, man. That is wild, dog. The fact that Jess Hilarious say she was just at Shaq's house, went and snitched on this dude. Shaq be trying to, Shaq out there living his best life. I ain't mad at him. But how you gonna tell on Shaq talking about he got 4 white bees with big booties living there? Just hilarious. This is probably why people don't rock with you, don't like you like that. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know Just Hilarious from a can of paint, but I've heard, and I've watched certain comedians and certain people, have disdain for Just Hilarious. That is a bad attitude. That is a very bad attitude. You with somebody bring you into their house, then the next day you talk about what they got at their house. You blasting them out. Like, come on. Some people don't got no class, and some people don't even realize that they have no class. And this is a no class thing. You know what I'm saying? if you at somebody's house and they're generous enough to bring you there, the least you should do is to ask if you can talk about something like that. You know how Charlemagne and DJ Envy was bringing up a good point. They were like, "Hey man, you sure he letting you talk about that? You sure you can talk about this out here?" You know what I'm saying? And just like the person that Just Hilarious is, she was like, "Oh, I don't care. Maybe I'll get invited back." Man, come on, yo. That is a bad attitude. That is a bad attitude. I wish the best for Just Hilarious, but it seems like she is spiraling out of control. She's looking for content to create some controversy, because you could always say I'm sorry, but now it's out there into the the internet don't forget nothing. So now you're out there in the atmosphere. You know what I mean? So no, and then nobody can trust you if you sitting up there doing crazy stuff like that, man. Nobody can really trust you when it comes to that. You know what I mean? Women just don't be caring, because they know women know there ain't no repercussions gonna happen. They know ain't nobody gonna beat them up or nothing like that. They just gonna get yelled at. That's it. And that's just the state we in right now. Where women, nothing. You can't even yell at them, really. You know what I'm saying? You can't get aggressive with no woman without her, saying something crazy. So, I hate that. But, yo, your boy BG got asked what's up with Whack 100. And this is crazy, y'all. Y'all check this out.
You be seeing the whole shit that niggas be saying on that YouTube, like, especially like Whack 100. Like, you be saying that shit.
Bro. I don't even click on that nigga no more, bro.
Right,
You know what I mean? I promise you, I don't like, cause it's like, for what?
Like, why you doing that though? Like,
bro, you come on, man. Like,
as a whole.
Like, man, bro, yeah, man.
You ever had a conversation with Baby about like that situation?
Yeah, that's a fact. Come on, of course you heard me, but you know what I'm saying? Like, but man, man, bro, I don't even want. You heard me? Like,
just doing his own thing. Yeah, for his own
freestyling,
motion,
man. You
right?
heard me? Exactly, man.
Right,
You know what I'm saying? Because Round ain't, you know what I'm saying? Like, got, you know what I'm saying? Like, me and him got a 100% total. You know what I'm saying? Like, that nigga, bro, he just be talking, man. You heard me?
And you never ran across him ever in real life?
And never, man. I talked to that nigga one time, man, the first day I got out, man, when Baby, you know what I'm saying, came and got me, you know what I'm saying? He put him on the FaceTime, you know what I'm saying?
Pop that pussy, girl, if you outside.
I'm gonna be honest with you. After that, the music started playing or whatever. But I'm gonna be honest with you. BG is smart enough to know he can't say nothing right now. Even if he wanted to, BG can't mess up his bag. And and Whack 100 has been calling BG a rat or a snitch for since he got out. Even I think before he got out, he was calling BG a snitch. And I think, again, I don't know what Whack 100's intentions are. Are you really trying to make sure this game is what it is? You trying to prevent people from making money? Like, what is the main goal of calling people out on their paperwork? Because I feel like this. The streets is one thing, but the entertainment is another. You know what I'm saying? If you're going out your way to prove that everybody's snitching, and I said this before, what is the outcome of gangster rap? What is the outcome of being real? What is the outcome of being in situations? You want to sit there and clown everybody that has something going on? I don't know the politics behind it. I ain't trying to be in that, but I think Whack 100 is on a crash course. Like, you destroying the fabric of hip hop. You destroying gang culture. you're destroying black culture, and you're putting a stain on like the monetization of all the above. Because you have Adam 22 is making more money off y'all beefing and you pulling out paperwork than you are ever. Adam 22 is making all the money. He's just giving y'all a piece, a small percentage of what y'all are worth. And that's the only thing. That's the only thing with this WAC 100 stuff I don't agree with. You're letting Adam 22 get the lion's share of what you lived in, what you live by. Every time y'all say the streets and say all this stuff and represent this, but you letting the white man take y'all and get y'all paycheck, and he's only paying you a percentage of what y'all worth. And I can't do nothing about it. You know what I'm saying? I'm just a YouTuber, but though knowing street people, being in street stuff, you have to be strong enough not to fall for the okie doke. And I believe WAC 100 is falling for the okie doke. You know what I'm saying? He got Clubhouse, he got the YouTube, you know, he managed and all that. But why are you in Adam 22's seat, yo? I would never give a white man all my money. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, y'all. I ain't racist. I love all races. But if I'm a gangster, you ain't getting my money. If I'm a straight up hustler, all this stuff that people say, gangster, hustler, all this stuff. If I'm a gangster and a hustler, you ain't getting none of my money. I'm going to find a way. I'm going to find a way to make my YouTube page pop. Or all that little money I'm getting from doing whatever I'm doing with the gangster life, I'm going to put it into my business. But I guess I think a different way, because it's a lot of gangsters giving Adam 22 a check, making him millions of dollars. Because he wouldn't be doing it if he wasn't making no money off of it. You know what I'm saying? But I want to go on to this next thing with BG. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to BG. I am from the South, and I am Cash Money fan. You know what I'm saying? I'm a South fan in general, so y'all know what it is. BG announces a new album with Boosie, and y'all check this out.
Now I'm about to step on this jump, you heard me? Know what I'm saying? Another me Boosie and Juvie, you heard me? Know what I'm saying? I'm in the studio, work call, you heard me? Y'all know how to do it, you know what I'm saying? Album dropping Friday, freedom of speech, you know what I'm saying? But then I'm coming right back, you know what I'm saying? With that motherfucking me and Boosie album, you heard me? You know what I'm saying? Then I'm coming right back after that with that me and Mike Will Made It album.
Oh, we got a Mike Will.
Then I'm coming right back after that with that Heart of the Street. You heard me? You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So just make sure y'all ready, man. You know what I'm saying?
Get out the way, you let go. I've been keeping it gangsta, that Boosie swag. They been changing the game, they true that. I got a bag in the van, a stupid bag. Like stitching tape to another man. Got a couple niggas who gon' smash. Shit, anything I say for a couple grand. This ain't no regular strain. After you hit it, you might need a fame. You ain't really like that.
Okay.
You ain't really like that. Nigga in the streets gon' say amen. Like you be doing that pussy shit. Nigga, you need your pussy lit. All them boys from South Baton Rouge, them my goon, they put up shit. They call me a menace to step in this physical business. I'm free cause I don't leave them in. This Van Gogh and all my dogs who got sentences stood on business. So watch how you shaking my hand, cuz I get you wet for a grand. And if you doing shit that a woman do, don't respect from a man. Yeah.
Now I'm about to.
Alright, that sounded hard. I ain't gonna lie to you. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to BG, Cash Money. You know what I'm saying? So I'm looking forward to the album. You know, again, I don't agree with, you know what I'm saying, like this gangsterism, and letting, you know, other people who are not even of that cloth monetize and get famous and rich off, you know what I'm saying, the blood, sweat, and tears of black culture. You know what I mean? But it is what it is. And make sure I'm checking out the BG album. Hopefully, I could do a review on it. I'm gonna try to do a review on it on my site. Next up, I'm going through these topics, man. Give me a second. I'm finna go through these topics. You know what I'm saying? This is one I just came across. It said Jamal Woolward, known for his role in Notorious. He played Biggie Smalls. Explains why he preferred dating outside his race. This is crazy. Y'all check this out.
For dating outside my race, but I was dating outside of my race because they was doing things better than my race. I'm gonna keep it 100. My Spanish,
better.
Well, not better because
he said
I know
better.
where she getting ready to go.
No,
Not
you
better.
said better.
I know you said they were doing things better. I want to know what better meant.
Not better. I'm gonna change that.
I'm trying to save you for the
I know you is.
for the
That's why I'm
culture.
saying not better for the culture.
There we go.
Right, not better. I was dating Puerto Rican. I was dating Dominican. I was dating African. I was dating all type of other really size American black. Right? They were doing way more of what we expect we want our woman to do more than our American. Our American got real comfortable
Give
with.
me some examples.
Oh man, I mean, their mannerisms are different. Like even my Indian one was from Syria, one of them countries over there, right? I didn't have to really say much to do and be treated like a king. You see what I'm saying? A lot of times with our own American black, they expect so much of us and what we're supposed to do. Like things like if we go out and eat and we just have a nice dinner, we can go anywhere and eat and get a nice dinner. It had to be Roux Chris, or it had to be this, that, or it had to be this, that. Then I get somebody that's just as fine, a Cuban or a Colombian. They don't care about nothing. They care about you and your household. Even though they still care about the money, but it's not about the money. You understand what I'm trying to say? It's a difference. Not better, but sometimes we get tired of hearing, Birkin bags, sushi.
Do you think that's fair? Because I feel like there's a certain type of woman that does demand that. And to me, I think it depends on the bait you're using and where you're looking. If you're going to go get a model from Instagram that got the BBL, the snatched in stomach, and has all the things that check off money hungry and surface, you're going to get that. If you're going to meet a girl and through different ways and ask different questions, you're going to find that out a lot earlier on, that what's important to her.
I'm not doubting that, but I'm just talking about even if you look on just a regular dating app and just look at what a woman may state that she requires. You know, and I'm saying these things because it feels as if social media, again, is the barometer, okay? And it's the comparison. And when you're comparing yourself to all these other women, and of course, even with the BBLs, because I'm like, that's fine, but I mean...
What's BBL? I'm sorry.
Brazilian butt lift.
You know what a BBL is.
And there's no shade to women that have
No, hold on. This lady capping. So, what's a BBL? This lady just proved a point about the attitudes of some women. Here we go.
I'm just
I was
saying.
wondering, I was waiting for it too. I'm like, excuse me?
And there's no shade to everyone that has them. I'm just saying, if you're going by just surface things and that's who you're going afterwards, then guess what? She gonna run them pockets.
And me for dating.
All right. I'm going to say a couple of things. And, you know, it is what it is. Your experience is your experience, you know, and two things could be right at the same time. They both can be, you know, right. You know, oh, girl is right. You shouldn't be looking at dating apps. You shouldn't be looking at, you know, online and the women with the BBLs and, you know what I'm saying? You shouldn't be looking for that. You know what I'm saying? Just to be honest with you. But Jamal Woodward has a point. And this is the biggest point. Culture wise, we had black people, black culture, had a culture of the woman being at home, the woman, not even being at home, the woman, family. We had a culture of family, more family togetherness in the family. You know, And I think is prominent in more cultures because they have less, you know. And he's not wrong. He's not wrong that a lot of these cultures prioritize family over everything because that's how you make it. That's how you make it to the next generation. These modern ways of thinking has became in the way of family for black people. And I believe, yes, it's more prevalent in the black community than anything of a woman being independent. You know, and it goes both sides. Men shouldn't cheat, women shouldn't cheat. I'm not gonna go there with it, but family is less of a priority in the black community. You know, I could go on and on about the things of why and the reasons why, from slavery to, you know what I'm saying, to things like marriage and child support. I'm not gonna go deep into it, but he is absolutely right when it comes to that. I've dated black women, Latinas, Indians, Asians, and he's absolutely right. You know, now the thing is, the thing that I think black women's requirements are, it filters out maybe 70% of black dudes. It does. So the black requirements for a woman filters out 70% of just regular dudes. If you want a dude that's 6'4", most dudes are under 6 feet and under. It just is what it is. So you're filtering out certain good people, you know, but your requirements, I can't say nothing about it. But these are facts that factor in to why the black family and the black community is where it's at. Because I've seen other cultures and races, it be dudes 5 foot tall have a wife and kids. I mean, a wife, not a girlfriend, not a baby mama, a wife. If a dude 5 foot in another culture can have a wife and a family, why can't a black dude 5 foot have a wife and kids? But that woman wants that dude that's 6'4". And 6'4" is fairly big and fairly tall. You know what I'm saying? And but that's just an example, you know. And the same thing with dudes. You know, if you want a dude, I mean, if dudes want a woman that's light skin, or a woman with a big old a BBL, or a big old butt, or whatever, you know, I think we just need to come together and focus on family. And a lot of other cultures, they focus on financials also. They prioritize financials. Family and financials is what most other cultures prioritize. Y'all see a white woman with a dude or an Asian woman with a dude that looks like Bill Gates, but she with him because that's what how they prioritize. And I get it. You know, black people are beautiful, so, you know, aesthetically, black women are gorgeous. You know what I'm saying? And I get it. Black women love black men. It's just we gotta focus on that family and financials. We gotta get it back. We gotta get back to the roots. But I'm not really outraged at it. But your preference is your preference. You know, you should be dating in your race to help, you know, the black community. But I can't be mad at you if you don't. I can't be mad at you because I've dated outside. So I won't be a hypocrite on that. I won't be a hypocrite at all. So I just think, you know, as time goes by, you realize, you know, things about certain cultures and things about certain people. And it is what it is. Next up, your boy Slim Thug responds to Dawn Robinson of En Vogue, revealing that she's been living out of a car. And he says, never should she do that. Look at the hits she's made. Here goes Slim Thug, man. I got a bone to pick. I love Slim Thug, but I got a bone to pick with him, man. I really do. Here we go.
In Vogue chick living out her car. Never should she do that. Look at her hit she made. Off them hits, she would still be getting enough money to pay some rent around this. I get a monthly check every month. It's some work out this at 2 o'clock. I gotta start pulling up at this time. Yeah, I get a monthly check every month. If them people own they would be able to pay for something with that check, you know what I'm saying? And people are on your forever. Now, motherfucker, it need to be like if you do a deal with a record label, they got 5 years to eat off that shit and they gotta give you back. Right now, it's some 20 years and there's a lot of stipulations that they really be f***ing over you. But it should be 5 years and then, take it back. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no way they ain't get their money back in 5 years. In Vogue chick living out her car. Never should.
All right. I got some things to say. First off, I'm just gonna say this real quick. Slim Thug is speaking from a place of privilege. And what I mean by privilege is he's speaking from a place of where he sought out to be independent from the get-go. If y'all know anything about the Texas scene, Texas is known for being independent when it comes to the music and hustling and things like that. That's kind of where people in Atlanta got all that stuff from Texas and Memphis are the homes of South music being independent. So when he says he has checks and stuff, that's a place of privilege. And it was a privilege that he was able to do that the way he did it and been successful at it. Because it's people who've been independent but couldn't get the business end down. So it's a place of privilege. Don't think that being independent is easy. Being independent means you have to have money. You have to have time, you have to have hustle, and you have to have money. And don't ever think that independent is the easiest thing in the world. You just have to have it in your mind that you was going to do it. Now, I will say this. And again, Slim Thug, you're kind of being selfish on that end because you're not explaining certain things that you should be explaining. But I understand what he's saying. This is another a little bit of privilege for Slim Thug. People like Dunn Robinson from In Vogue and all these the record business spends money on you to make you a star. Even though some people are naturally gifted, they still have a budget. They spend hundreds of thousands to millions of dollars, and you get some of that money up front. The problem is trust in these lawyers and these crooked managers and things like that, and you get taken advantage of and get used. Again, that's another privilege that Slim Thug doesn't have to worry about because he was independent. You know, whether he had a manager or not, he was able to track his funds and know how much he was spending and know the ins and out of the business. And a lot of people who get into the music business don't know the music business. So I can't hate Dunn for not getting money like she should have. But I will say this, she should have made up with In Vogue because she was jumping out there trying to get deal after deal, working with artist after artist, and they would be successful, but she would go on a crazy loop. That's another thing. Something mentally might be wrong with this woman. Something mentally might be wrong with this woman. The fact that she's revealing that, hey, I'm living out of a car. I just don't care no more. Something might not be there. And something might not be there because she fell out with so many people, so many artists, so many things, and nobody's willing to help her. So, and she even said it in her post that she fell out with her mom, her parents. So something, she may not be there all the way. So let's have a little bit of compassion. You know what I'm saying? I don't want nobody to ever think that this is okay, unless you like really was like, nah, I'm finna live out my car. I'm fine. I got money, but I'm living out my car. You know what I'm saying? So I think, you know, what Slim Thug is saying is right in the thinking, but I don't think just coming on here and saying, well, she should be doing this, she should be doing that. Oh, that. Come on, yo. You know the game. You know the routine. Slim Thug knows hundreds of artists that got taken advantage of in the music business. So that's all I really had to say about that, because I like Slim Thug. And Don Robinson is an excellent singer. You know, I just hope she gets her life together or whatever. You know what I mean? It's a sad situation though. It really is. Let me see if I could get one more story in before I get up out of here, because my voice is about to go. Man, I'll be honest with you, like, I just want us to be, like, black people to be careful on how we talk about other black people. It's cool to have an opinion, but I just want us to be careful on how we talk about people. And you know what? I'm finna close this stream out because I think that's all I have for today. Make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe. More content will always be on the way. Thank you guys for tuning in, and thank you for the new people, new followers, all that. Man, my page is going crazy right now. Make sure y'all stay tuned for more. Peace.